You know, guys, it's become astonishing to discover just how many game developers and game creators have genuinely awful takes and terrible opinions of the customers that they've been selling products to for the last 20 some odd years. Some of these people are absolutely unhinged lunatics, so I'm sure a lot of you probably have forgotten by now, but in case you forgot, the God of War creator David Jaffe claimed months ago, back in July after the attempt on Donald Trump's life, that the entire thing looked staged. Now, he was not the only person to say this, but it was very telling that this was the first place his brain went. You can still see the tweet is still there, where he said, "At first I was horrified, this isn't near okay." But wait, his Secret Service just lets him stand there with his head out in plain view, and then says it's probably not anything other than what it looks like, but it sure looks ... staged. So this is a man who has never shied away from having a terrible take, and to be honest, he just seems to be a miserable human being to have to be around. But it gets better, because now this video that I was tagged in today, I don't understand what the context is of this conversation that he was having, this stream, I guess, that he was doing, or a video that he made. But he shared this and said 95% of the gaming community is great, most people who game are delightful, but there's the vocal minority that I've had it up to here with, so this is for them. And this is him commenting about, let's just say, the trans ideology.
I go on those shows, I put in a lot of time, don't get me wrong, they pay me. And I'd go on them for free, and I have gone on them for free, but I put a lot of time and energy into it. And I see these apps.
Now, I just realized I'm probably going to get demonetized on this video because he does a lot of swearing, and I think we're inside the first 2 minutes of this video. So if that happens, it happens.
Assholes. Yeah. You know what, bitch? I'll tell you what. You want to come at me with your fucking half-baked, barely baked opinion of the trans community, then you fucking walk half a block in my fucking shoes. I got a gay brother, I had a gay uncle, I have a trans son.
So I'm also going to have to comment on this. This is not to offend anybody watching, but I just find it funny that a lot of these situations, he says he has a gay uncle, gay brother, trans son. I'm like, I don't have any of those in my immediate family at all. Isn't it funny that they all seem to like bunch together in groups? I don't know. That's just my crazy half-cock theory.
I've been around the block as an ally with these wonderful people. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. And I'm sick of hearing about you people picking on the trans community. It's a mental health. Fuck you, motherfucker. You're a mental health problem. You're my mental health problem. How about that? Boy, I'll tell you what, if I could take a fucking T-shot to get rid of you, trust me, I'd be right there every goddamn week taking the T-shot if I get rid of my mental health problem, which is your fucking...
So, once again, game developers, game creators having genuinely terrible takes about the people who have kept them gainfully employed for years. And we're seeing this now today with the Avowed art director Matt Hansen admitting to want make Elon Musk mad and is hinting that the game is, quote, ultra woke. And this, of course, comes from Fandom Pulse. John Trent over there doing amazing work. Says Matt Hansen, the art director for Xbox and Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming first-person fantasy RPG, admitted that he wanted to make Elon Musk mad with the game. After it was discovered that Avowed will feature pronouns in the game, Elon Musk shared his thoughts writing on X, having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable. And then, of course, Hansen reacted to Musk's comments on Blue Sky, and it's just telling. It's just fantastic that he's on Blue Sky, because if you see the people that he's responding to on here, these are the absolute most degenerate people on the planet. This platform is full of child exploitation and map apologists, and I don't want to have to go into detail about what the MAP acronym stands for, but you can Google it, I guess, and figure it out for yourself. Some of the most disgusting people on the planet have flown the coop. They have gone to Blue Sky, and they're, over here in their little echo chamber, just, sharing things and retweeting each other like, yeah, we're going to own the chuds by having our own Twitter. Okay. So that's where he's been. He's been busy, commenting and replying on people on there. So, of course, he says, sickos.jpg, I wanted to so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until you see the default. You said little his grammar is terrible. He means to say you sad little shit. In subsequent posts, Hansen wrote, it's honestly deeply surreal to have the world's richest, shittiest boy whine about something I am making. I'm quite frankly giddy. I cannot think of a single person in the world I would rather irritate. Anyway, Avowed comes out February 18th next year. Give it a whirl if you ain't afeared of the woke my mind virus. This MFer said woke my mind virus, shaking my head. I don't know what maybe he's talking about himself. The dude just seems like completely out of his damn mind. As for what the default is, Hansen previously shared with Screen Rant that you're an entirely different person from the Watcher of Cade Nua and Pillars of Eternity, so lots of room to explore. He also discussed the companions in the game as well, said one of the aspects of them that I think is, for me, super critical, is you're coming to the Living Lands as the envoy of an empire with the goal ostensibly of taming it. Each of the companions provides a counter viewpoint. Honest to God, I'm terrified of any game at this point like Dragon Age that has companions, because you know that they're just going to exist in this game to lecture you and tell you how bad you are as a white person or as a straight person or as a colonizer or an imperializer or whatever the hell they want to call it. It's a nice opportunity as you meet more and more of them, as you unlock them throughout the story, to kind of go, why really am I here? What am I doing? These people mean so much to me. Who of them should I be listening to really define the future of this place? Hansen also made it clear he supports gender ideology. In another post to Blue Sky, he responded to an article detailing that the state of Ohio has banned transgenders from entering bathrooms that don't line up with their God-given sex. He wrote, Ohio, hey Ohio, get effed. He even made it clear by reposting a meme that states, report this if trans people are welcome and safe with you. So again, him and David Jaffe probably get along very well in that respect. And it doesn't just stop there, because Avowed on Twitter is getting absolutely destroyed in all of their Twitter posts, people pointing out the nonsense, calling them out for all their crap that they're putting in their game. And of course, a lot of this has to do with their partnership, being owned essentially by Microsoft, and a lot of what we've seen Microsoft trying to cram into their games lately with their diversity toolkits and inclusive language in their programming and all that crap we've covered for months and months and months here on the channel. But now, of course, because people are calling them out on their bullshit, Pirate Nation has a tweet here saying that user comments on a post by Avowed's official account asking them to remove pronouns for the game are getting them blocked. And you can see lots of people saying, yep, got blocked for this, got blocked for that. And I haven't tested it out yet, but I'm sure I'll probably be blocked in the next day or two. Sid Alpha saying, first thought, how to destroy your game's sales in a single post, the movie. Second thought, if you as a person are more concerned with indulging your own anger/revenge fantasies to the extent that you would willingly and deliberately compromise your own creative work to do so, that makes you what we normal humans would describe as a disturbed individual. As a result, every work that you are or have been a part of are now suspect, and rightfully so. You deliberately destroy your own art to stick it to the other guy. That is absolutely deranged, and I don't even hate you for it, I just pity you. Because whatever talent you might have, no one will take you seriously ever. And I think that's a big problem with this game. A big takeaway is that a lot of people are saying the game looks genuinely good. Personally, what I've seen of some of the playthroughs and the walkthroughs and stuff, it looks fine. It looks like a good generic RPG. I've noticed that a lot of the faces of the characters in the game, the NPCs, the companions, are very stiff. Very little expression, and maybe that's more in line with something like a Elder Scrolls type game. I don't know. Niche Gamer saying, if you're making a game where the goal is to upset or piss off the audience, you have no business making a game at a major studio where your spiteful delusion will directly harm the careers of hundreds of others by association. Obsidian, you deserve better. And I think that they are 100% spot on, because there are so many good people who work at these studios that are essentially held captive because they don't want to say anything, they don't want to rock the boat, and they're not in a position of authority. So ultimately what will happen is that if they speak up against this crap, they're going to get blacklisted, they're going to get fired, they're not going to be able to find a job in the industry. It is just absolutely insane. Nure saying, Avowed and Veilguard are blatant examples of why studios should create original ideas. They copy games that are popular at the time of conception, then they are stuck in development hell for 5 years, and by the time of release, their new game is already outdated. Stick with what you are good at. If you're good at making CRPGs like Larian Studios and Owlcat Games, it doesn't matter how niche this genre might seem, people will buy the F out of your games. A game for everyone is a game for no one. Of course, quoting that very famous saying that we've had going around for the last few months here, from, of course, the CEO of Helldivers. Grum's sharing a screenshot from an Asmongold video with an old tweet from this art director saying, reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. Now, I'm going to speak for myself as a white person. If I do choose to live in the woods one day, that's going to be with high-speed internet and, of course, indoor plumbing and all that wonderful stuff. But I'm not going to do so to benefit anybody but me, regardless of skin color. This dude can just simply F off with all this kind of rhetoric. But it gets better, because now Smash GT points out that this dude is still going. He's like, yo, Microsoft, reel in your Obsidian team over at the Avowed game before he tanks the entire game and ruins your studio. And you see once again here him posting, oh, Elon, you sweet summer child, this will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit. So again, this guy is single-handedly going to destroy the launch of his game. And this game, I believe, comes out in January or February. It's sometime early next year. So this one could kick off the year with a very nice launch, a good game people could enjoy. But unfortunately, who knows? At this point, I don't think it's going to be as inherently woke as Dragon Age Veilguard with an in-your-face agenda. But again, the pronoun nonsense being crammed into another game, it's just tiresome, guys. We're sick and tired of it. Just make a regular old game. Make the characters the way you want to. If you want to make them have weird gender ideology issues and make it work in the game, great. But enough of the pronoun selecting nonsense. Nobody wants that crap in a game. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Alright, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.